Recording in progress.
Let's start with this paper, O-level math, paper 1. This is June 2023, and this is variant, the second variant, which is 1-2. Now we are starting at 9:06, and let's keep track of the time. So now the question says, work out 3.25 minus 1.73. What I'll do is that I'll write 325, I'll write 173, or let me start with 173. Let me go till 200. Let me go till 325. This difference is 27. This difference is 125. 27 plus 125, that is 152. But basically, there was a decimal over here. So therefore, this is 1.52. For 1 mark, that's a working that I would do. 1.2 square, that's 1.2 into 1.2, which is 12 over 10 into 12 over 10, which is 144 over 100, which comes out to be 1.44. So the first question about numbers is done. Question number 2. The diagram shows the circle with center O. A straight line touches the circle. So what we see is that we see a straight line. And let me grab a marker over here. A straight line touches the circle. That is this line. So now this line is a tangent because it touches the circle at one point. And what about this region? That is between the arc length and 2 radii. So this is a sector. And since this angle is lesser than 180, so it's better if I write this thing as minor sector. And radius is also given. So 2 marked, 1 for each. Question number 3. Write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. So 0.65, let it remain as 0.65, 62%, that's 0.62. 0.595 is also good. These 3 are in decimals. So now 11 over 20, that is basically 11 divided by 2 into 1 over 10. So this is 5.5 into 1 over 10. I have broken up 20 into 2 into 10. That is 0.55. And if I focus on 5 over 8, that is 40 plus 10, actually 48 plus 2. So let me write this thing as 48 plus 2 over 8. And 48 over 8 is 6. And 2 over 8 is 0.25. So that means if I talk about decimal, this is 0.625. That's the working that I would do. So 5 over 8 is basically 50 over 80. That is the working I have done. So don't forget this 10 over here. So this is 0.625. Now, which one is the smallest? The smallest one is 11 over 20. So write this thing as 11 over 20. The second smallest one is 0.595, which is already written in decimals, 0.595. The next one is 0.62, which is 62%. And then we have again a decimal, no, then we have 0.55. So I forgot the 0.55. That is 11 or 20, that is taken care of. 0.62 is there. 0.59 is there. 0.625, the red one. So that is 5 over 8, which is 0.625. And the biggest one is again the blue one, which is 0.65. So I think this is all good. Let's double check. 11 over 20. That is 0.55. That's the smallest. 0.65. That's the biggest. 5 over 8. 0.625. 5 over 8 is 0.625. And then this is 0.62. And this is 0.595. So this is all good. Question number 4 is about temperature. At midday, the temperature is 8. At midnight, the temperature is 12 degrees Celsius lower. So 8 minus 12, that comes out to be -4. Find the temperature at midnight, -4. Shazia records the temperature in degrees Celsius at 6 a.m. every day for 1 week. Find the median. Find the range. First of all, let me arrange in ascending order, starting with the smallest. So -7 and then -5. So -7 is taken care of, -5 is there, and then -2 and -1, -2 and -1. So these four are taken care of, and then there are three positive ones. So this is 2 and 5 and 5. So this is 2 and 5 and 5. Now, when they are talking about the median, the one in the middle is the median. So therefore, that is -1, because 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, rounded up. The fourth value is the median out of 7. So the fourth value is -1. And then it says, find the range. So the range is the biggest value minus the smallest value. What is the biggest value? 5. What is the smallest value? -7. So 5 minus -7, that comes out to be 12 degrees Celsius. That's the range. Maya invests $480 at a rate of 2% per year, simple interest. So the formula is I is equals to PRT over 100. P is the principal value, R is the rate, T is the time. Make sure if the rate is 2% per year, then the time period should also be in years. It should be compatible. P is the principal amount, that is 480, R is 2, T is 5 divided by 100. So cancel, 2 into 5 is 10, and there is another 0. So these two zeros will cancel out, 2 and 5 would cancel out. So I'm left with $48. That is the interest. But don't forget, they are asking the total amount, that is this thing. If they would have asked that amount at end of 5 years in the bank, so that would be 480 plus 48 if they would have asked for this. But right now, they're only asking for the interest. Question number 6, the scale drawing shows position of two villages A and B. So there is this village B, and then there is this village A. The scale is 1 centimeter to 2 kilometer. Find the actual distance AB. Now, I don't have the geometrical instrument, and it's 1:2. So let's say this comes out to be, if I use a ruler and if I join these 2 points. So let me join these 2 points like this. So starting from here, going all the way here. So once these 2 points are joined, what I'll do is that I'll use a ruler. I'll put one metallic edge on B, the pencil edge on A, or vice versa. Then I'll put it on a ruler and I'll get the answer in centimeters. Let's say this answer is 8.5 centimeters, just a rough estimate. So we will say that 1 centimeter is 2 kilometers. Therefore, 8.5 centimeter is 2 into 8.5, which is 19 kilometers. So the distance will be 19 kilometers based upon the working that I've shown. And of course, if you have the paper, you can try it for yourself. Find the bearing of B from A. B from A, if I want this bearing. So what I can do is that, let me measure this. So measure this using a protractor. So if I measure it using a protractor, let's say this value is coming out to be 70 degrees, or let's say it's 60 degrees, just a rough idea. If this is 60 degrees, that means this one will also be 60 degrees. So therefore, the bearing of B from A. So B from A, this is A. So B from A is going all the way like this. So this is 180 degrees, 180 plus 60. So that would be 240 degrees. Again, this is a rough estimate. Now, a plane flies so that it's always equidistant from A and B. That means we are looking for a perpendicular bisector, always equidistant from 2 points. Use a straight edge and compasses only, no ruler. Construct the path of the plane. So it should be flying in such a way that it's always perpendicular to these two. So what we do is that we put the compass over here, open more than half, mark an arc, mark an arc. With the same opening, mark an arc, mark an arc. And then we join these 2 points. So therefore, let me join it like this, something like this, not exactly, something like this. So therefore, it would be cutting at 90 degree, and this is the path on which the plane would be flying along this path like this. So this thing is done. Loci is done. Question number 7. It says Ben walks for exercise. The scatter diagram shows the distance for 10 walks and the time each walk takes. So it's time in minutes. That's on the vertical axis, distance in kilometers. Write down the type of correlation that the scatter diagram shows. So, and then it's asking for draw a line of best fit. So if I draw a line like this, approximately like this is just a rough idea. Again, let me draw it like this. So it's passing through 2 points. Some points are above, some points are below. So it's perfectly good. And this is the line of best fit. So it has a positive correlation. So this is a positive correlation between the two lines. So CORRE, this is positive correlation because it has a positive slope. Draw the line of best fit, that's drawn. Use your line of best fit to estimate the time Ben takes for a 5-kilometer walk. So now for 5 kilometer, what we do is that we go till 5, we draw a vertical line like this, and then we go left like this. So now this is going up for 5 kilometers and then going left. And what time do I see? So this is 20, 30, 40, 50. Each small square is 2 units. So that is 58 minutes. So what I'm getting is 58 minutes from the graph. Now, if some person has drawn a different line of best fit, maybe touching these points like that, so that answer will be marked accordingly. So you just draw your level best. And the rule is whatever the number of points that are left at the top should almost be equal to the number of points left at the bottom. So, I mean, this is perfectly normal. Question number 8, work out this fraction. Give your answer as a mixed number. So 1/3/4, I can write this thing as 1 plus 3/4 plus 5 over 6. So let me add these two. I'll add the one later. So 4 and 6. So let me write it even better. 3/4 multiply by 6, multiply by 6. So 3 into 6 divided by 4 into 6. And 5 over 6 multiply by 4, multiply by 4. Why am I doing this thing? So that the denominator is 24. So this is 24, the numerator is 18. This is 24, the numerator is 20. So 20 plus 18, that is 38 over 24, which can be written as 19 over 12, which can be written as 1 whole 7 over 12. So keep in mind that you already have this one. So this is 2, 7 over 12. That is the answer. So basically what I did was to isolate this one separately, add up these two, write this in this format, and then 1 is added to that one. Question number 9, it says the diagram shows a triangular prism. So now in this triangular prism, what do we observe? We observe that it's an isosceles triangle. So this is 3 by 3. that is isosceles. And then we have this thing as 8. And it says, write down the number of planes of symmetry. Now, planes of symmetry, first of all, what does the word plane mean? So plane means a surface. A piece of paper is a plane. A wall is a plane. So now line of symmetry, it's asking for plane of symmetry. That means if this figure is drawn somewhere over here like that, so this is like a plane of symmetry. Similarly, these two lengths are equal. So if I cut it like this, and basically I have a piece of paper like that, and that's cutting halfway through. So this is like exactly cutting in the middle. It's basically understanding a line of symmetry for this graph, for this triangular cross section, and it will continue throughout. So therefore, I write two planes of symmetry. So two lines of symmetry in 3 dimension, that's like a plane. 2 dimension actually. Work out the volume, that is the easy part. That is volume is cross-sectional area multiplied by length. So therefore, this is half into 3 into 3, and the length is 8. So 3, 3, 9, 9, 4, 36. So 36 centimeter cube, that is the volume. That is pretty basic. Question number 10, that is simultaneous, your choice to solve it using elimination or substitution. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Let me take equation 1 and multiply by 3. So if I multiply by 3, this is 3x plus 6y is equals to 21. Let me take equation 2 and multiply by -1. So this is negative 3x, negative 4y, negative 11. And now when I'll add it up, the 3x and the 3x will cancel out. 6 minus 4, that's 2y. 21 minus 11, that is 10. Therefore, y comes out to be 5. Now I can use any equation. X plus 2 into 5 equals to 7. X plus 10 equals to 7. X is 7 minus 10, which is negative 3. So x is negative 3. So the answer is negative 3 and 5. So now we are done with the 10 questions. Let's move on. By writing each number correct to one significant figure. So 18.2. Correct to one significant figure. The second significant figure is 18. So does it lie between 10 or 20? It is closer to 20. It lies between the two, but it's closer to 20 because 8 is greater than 5. Similarly, if we have 0.395, this is the second significant figure, 0.39. So does it lie between 0.30 or 0.40? So it lies between, it's closer to 0.40. It lies between the two, but it's closer to 0.40. So now it's asking for 18.2 cube, that's 20 into 20 into 20, divided by 0.40. So that is 0.40. Now let me write this thing as 2 into 10 into 10 into 10. So that's 2 into 2 into 2. That is 2 cube into 10 cube. So that is 8,000 and divided by 0.40. That is 40 over 100 or 4 over 10. So this is 4 over 10. So therefore, I'll write this thing as 8 into 1,000. Division by 4 over 10, multiplication by 10 over 4. So now do the cancellation. That is 4 ones are, 4 twos are, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So that is 20,000. That is the answer for this particular part. All good? Question number 12. Now the question says, there are two figures. There is A, there is B. B is bigger, enlarged. Shape A and shape B are drawn on the grid. Describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. Now, first of all, look at this point. which is 1, 1. The corresponding point is 1, 3. Look at the green point, which is 3, 1. The corresponding point is 5, 3. And also look at something else. That is, the height is 2. This height is 1. This length is 2 units. This length is 1 unit. So now we can observe that A onto B, first of all, it's an enlargement. That is no doubt about that. The scale factor is 2. But the question is, what is the center of enlargement? It's not the origin, because if it were to be origin, the coordinates would have simply doubled. So what do? We erase this, and we join corresponding points. So let me join these 2 points. That is the blue point, and just extend it this way, something like this. Let me join the green points and extend it this way. Let me also mark the purple point, something like this, and let me just erase the small thing. And let me join these points also, the purple one. So 3 lines are perfect. Now this is not very exact. Okay, they are passing through a single point. They all are converging at this point. This is 1, -1. So the center of enlargement is 1, -1, and that is the answer for this part. It's an enlargement, scale factor 2, and center of enlargement is found by joining corresponding ones. Draw the image of shape A after a rotation of 180 degrees about origin. So when we talk about 180-degree rotation, I remember it as an enlargement with scale factor -1. So the center of the matrix for enlargement is Cook, K00K. If I multiply with AB, what happens? That is Ka, Kb. If the scale factor is -1, this is -1. So AB will become -A minus B. Coordinates do not flip. They only change sign. So you don't actually have to draw it. You have to work it out. So if I look at this figure, so 1, 1 will become -1, -1. And then we have 3, 1, that is becoming -3, -1. And then if we have 1, 2, that is becoming -1, -2. And if we have 2, 2, that is -2, -2. So now all you have to do is to join this figure. And I'm joining it like this. This is upside down. And what is the name? Image of shape A. So let me simply write, this is A complement. That is the image of shape. So this thing is also done. Question 13. This is about sequence and number pattern. So now the question says, find the next term of the sequence. What is the pattern? 1 plus 2, that is 3. 3 plus 6, no, this is like multiplication. So 1 into 3 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 3 is 27. 27 into 3 is 81. So this is 81. That is the next number. These are the 5 terms of a different sequence: 35, 31, 27, 23, 19. This is reduction by 4. So this is -4. This is -4. Double check, -4, -4. This is an arithmetic sequence. It follows the pattern Tn is A plus n minus 1 into D. A common difference is -4. A is 35. So 35 n minus 1 into -4. This is 35 minus 4n plus 4. This is 39 minus 4n. That is Tn. So this is 39 minus 4n. That is the pattern. That is the expression for the sequence. Question 14, that is the first one, prime factorization. 325, it can be written as 25 into 444 and 12, 13. That is 25 into 30. 25 can be written as 5 square, 13 is written as 13, so that is 5 square into 30. P is x raised to power of n y square, Q is x raised to power of n minus 1 into y4, where x and y are prime. Find the highest common factor. Give your answer in terms of such and such. So now, first of all, P is written x power n y raised to power of 2. But if I write Q, I'll write x to the power n. X to the power n minus 1 is x to the power n, x to the power minus 1. Y raised to power of 4 is y square and y square. Now, if I talk about HCF, so this is common and this is common. So therefore, this is x power 1, y raised to power of 2. So that is the answer of this thing. Actually, xn, I have to break this up. It's not n plus 1, it's n minus 1. So let me just break this up a bit. This is x power n minus 1. And this is smaller. And into x power 1. This makes more sense. So let me just write this thing as the blue one as x raised to power of n minus 1. Because we are looking for the smaller one, not for the bigger one. So this x to the power n minus 1, x to the power n minus 1, that is common. And this x remains as it is, y square remains as it is, doesn't make a difference. What is common? X power, let me erase this. So what is common? Over here, we have x power n minus 1, x power n minus 1. This is the smallest of the two. That's the rule for highest common factor. So x power n minus 1 is there. And then we have this thing, which is y square and y square. That's common, the lowest among the two. So that is the factor x n minus 1 and y square. Okay, question number 15. The three lines and a shaded region are shown on a 1 centimeter square grid. Find the three inequalities which define this region. First of all, this line has the equation y is equals to -2. This line has this equation y is equals to 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. So let me just shade this line. It's going like this. That's the blue line. And that is this thing. And the green line, that is over here, that is going this way. And this is actually, no, this is not the green line. The green line is this. Y is equals to -2. And let me draw a red line. That is the red line that's going like this. So a triangle, there are three lines. So now this point is 0, 5. This point is 5, 0. We know that the gradient of this red line is -1. The y-intercept is +5. Therefore, y is equals to -x plus 5, which can also be written as y plus x is equals to 5. Now, the shaded region is below the line. So y plus x is less than or equal to 5 because it's a solid line. The region is below the blue line. Y is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. The region is above the green line. Y is greater than or equal to -2. So that's how the inequalities are written. Another region is defined by these inequalities. X plus y is less than or equal to 5. X plus y is less than or equal to 5. That is the same line. And y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 1. That means it's below this line, but above the blue line. That means it can be over here. And x is greater than or equal to 1. So x is greater than or equal to 1. Let me draw a purple line over here. Okay, so let me draw it more accurately. Okay, that is good enough. So now what is the region? Think of it again. It's below the red line, above the blue line, and to the right of the purple line, because it says greater than or equal. So therefore, this is the region. So let me mark this region with white crosses. So that is this region. What is the area? This is the height, and the base is from 4 till 1. So the base is 3, height is 1. So base is 3, height is 1, area is half into 1 into 3, which is 1.5 centimeters square, because it's a 1 centimeter grid. So that's how this thing is done. Question 16. The diagram shows the speed time graph for a part of a car's journey. So there is this portion, which is the red portion, that's going this way. That's the speed is slowing down, it's decreasing, it's decelerating. And then there is this blue portion, which is the constant speed part. Calculate the distance traveled by the car in 150 seconds. It's not asking anything else. So basically, this one is area of trapezium. These two are parallel sides. So area of trapezium, that is equals to half sum of parallel sides. That's 20 and 14. 20 plus 14, multiplying with the height, that is 100. So 20 plus 14 is 34. 34 divided by 2 is 17. So this is 1700 meters, because it's in meters per second. And then area under the blue line, that is area of the rectangle, that is 14 into 50. That is 700. So therefore, the total is 1700 plus 700, that is 2400 meters. So the total is addition of these two, 2400 meters. That's the answer. Fx is given, Gx is given. Find F inverse x. It's the old traditional thing that we do. Let y is equals to Fx. Therefore, F inverse y equals to x. Therefore, y is equals to 2 minus 3x. 3x is equals to 2 minus y. X is equals to 2 minus y over 3. But what is x equals to? X equals to F inverse y. Therefore, F inverse x is 2 minus x over 3. So that is done. Solve f of x plus 5 is 3 times gx, some basic algebra. F of x plus 5. First evaluate it. 2 minus 3 times x plus 5. That is 2 minus 3x minus 15. That is minus 3x minus 13 is f of x plus 5. 3 times gx is 3 times x minus 4. That is 3 times x minus 4. That is 3x minus 12. And they are equal. So equate this with this. So negative 3x, negative 13, 3x minus 12. Take it on the other side. Negative 6x is equals to negative 13 becomes positive 13 minus 12. Negative 6x is 1. Therefore, x is negative 1 over 6. So this is negative 1 over 6. That's the answer. Question number 18. Joanne sells gift bags containing soaps and candles. So there is soaps, there is candle. So this is soap, candle, a soap, soap. And this one is candle, candle. Let me just erase this thing. So this is candle. So this is candle. This is candle. Find how many more candles are in a large gift bag than in a small gift bag. So it's only about candles. So C shows the contents of a large gift bag and a small gift bag. So how will we read it? Let me erase this. In the large gift bag, there are 6 soaps and 4 candles. So large is 6 soap, 4 candles. Small is 2 soap, 1 candle. It's asking about candles, difference between large and small. So large and small, the candle difference is 3. That is some basic calculation. The mass of the soap is 120 and the mass of a candle is 60. Matrix M represents this information. N is equals to Cm. Find matrix N. So N equals to C, which is 6421. 6421. And this is 120 and this is 60. So 120 is for soap. So over here, this is soap, this is soap, this is candle, this is candle. This 120 grams is the mass of one soap. So this is mass of one soap and this is mass of one candle. Now when we multiply, what happens? We take a row from here, we take a column from here. So the red value multiplies with the red, the blue multiplies with the blue, which is perfect. So therefore, we will multiply 6 into 120. So 6 into 120, let me do the calculation on the side, and 4 into 60. 4 into 60. So 6 into 120 is 720, 4 into 60 is 240, 760, 960. I get this thing as 960. Similarly, 2 into 120, the red with the red, the blue with the blue. 1 into 60, 240 plus 60, that is 300. Now also make a habit of writing this as a 2 by 2 matrix. This is row into column. This is 2 by 1 matrix, 2 rows and 1 column. If these two are the same, multiplication is possible. Naturally, it was possible. That's why the question was asked. How would the answer look like? 2 rows, 1 column. So 2 rows, 1 column. So the answer is 960 and 300. Now 960 represents what? 960 represents 6. This is 6 soap, 4 candles at this price in a large bag. So this is the total weight of a large bag. Mass, that's the right word. So this is 960. That is mass of large bag, and 300, that is mass of small bag. So instead of ditto mark, it's better that we write the whole thing, and that is mass. So now that's how this question is done. This is question 18. Question 19. In the Venn diagram, shade the region represented by A intersection B complement. I'll shade it with red lines. Actually, red is not that visible. So let me use blue over here. And I'll shade this dark red over here. A intersection B complement. Now, first of all, this whole thing is B. So B complement is this, 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 and this. But we are intersecting with A. So that is these two. So these two needs to be shaded in blue. So therefore, this is shaded. This is shaded in blue. So this thing is done. Similarly, B intersection C complement. This whole thing is C. And this, and this, and this, and this is C complement, but intersecting with B. So this and this. So therefore, the dark red, that is this and this. That's the shading that's done. Since there is a union over here, therefore take all without repetition. There is no repetition. We are taking it all. So that's the final answer for 1 mark. One morning, 50 people visit a library. And let me draw a box for this so that I can have few circles in it. And I can plug in some numbers. So now, first of all, 50 people visit a library, 35 of them borrow a book. So there is a book and there is a computer. And 8 of them do not borrow a book or a computer. So let me write this 8 on the outside. They do not belong into the book category or the computer category. Let the middle common one is X. So 35 minus X, that is only computer, only book. And 12 minus X, that is only computer. Now, all this thing added should equal to 50. So therefore, I'll write 35 minus X plus 12 minus X plus 8 equals to 50. So 35 and 12, that is 47. 47 plus 8 is 55. So minus x minus x plus 55 is equals to 50. These two cancel out. Minus x is minus 5. Therefore, x is 5. This is common thing. But it's not asking for this. It's asking for use a Venn diagram, or otherwise it's better to use a Venn diagram. The number of people who use a computer but do not borrow a book, that is computer only. So that is 12 minus 5, which is 7. So the answer for this part is 7. These are the ones using a computer only. Expand and simplify. 4x into 2x, that is 8x squared. 4x into 5y, that is 20xy. Minus y into 2x minus 2xy minus y into 5y minus 5y squared. Simplify these two. So this is 8x squared plus 18xy minus 5y squared. That is the answer for this part. Now the next one, x raised to power of 12 raised to power of 2/3. So x raised to power of 12 multiplying with 2/3. 8 can be written as 2 raised to power of 3 raised to power of 2/3. So now over here, 3 ones are, 3 fours are, 4 into 2 is 8. So that is x power 8. And at the bottom, this 3 and 3 cancel, 2 raised to power of 2, which is 4. So therefore, the answer is x raised to power of 8 divided by 4. That's the answer. Question 21, simple working. 5x is equals to x minus 3, x plus 4. Looks like a middle term factorization question. That is x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 equals to 5x. 0, x squared, 4 minus 5, minus x. Actually, even before that, 4x minus 3x is positive x. Positive x minus 5x, that is negative 4x. Negative 12 equals to 0. Therefore, x squared, negative 6x plus 2x, negative 12 equals to 0. X common x minus 6 plus 2 common x minus 6 equals to 0. These two should come out to be the same. X minus 6, x plus 2 equals to 0. Yes, it's an equation. That's why it says solve. It's not just factorization. Therefore, x is equals to negative 2, x equals to positive 6. So that's the answer for this part. Question number 22, that's a very nice question for 4 mark. It says y is directly proportional to w square. Therefore, y is equals to kw square. Then it says x is inversely proportional to w. Therefore, x is equals to h over w. And then this condition is given. W is 10, y is 5, x is 0.4. So if I take w as 10, k into 10 square, and y is 5, 5 is equals to k into 100. Therefore, k is 5 over 100 or 0.05. Leave it in fractions. Similarly, x is 0.4, h is the constant over here, and w is 10. Therefore, h comes out to be 4. That means the equation is y is equals to 5 over 100 w square. The equation over here is x is equals to 4 over w. These are two separate equations, but we want to join them. Y in terms of x. So if I make w the subject, what do I get? W is 4 over x, and then plug it in over here. So therefore, y is equals to 5 over 100 into w square, which is 4 over x whole square. That is 5 over 100. 4 square is 16. X square is x square. Now 5 ones are, 5 20s are, and then 4 fours are, 4 fives are. Therefore, y is equals to 4 over 5x squared. That's the equation that relates y and x, and it's asking for the simplest form. That is why I've simplified it. Question number 23. This looks like a probability question. There are 10 cards in a set. Each card shows either a square or a triangle. Each shape, every shape on the card is either green or red. So there are two shapes, square or triangle. Square, triangle, and then two colors, green and red. So therefore, this is green and this is red. And then it says, Ken takes a card at random from the set. And let me also highlight, this is red, this is red, this is green, this is green. So Ken takes a card at random from the set, notes the color, and then replaces it. The denominator will not change. He then takes a second card at random, notes the color, replaces it. Find the probability both cards shows a green shape. Now both shows a green. The total green is 7. So therefore, green is 7. And 7 out of 10. And then the probability will again be the same, 7 out of 10 because it's with replacement. So that is 49 out of 100. There is nothing to reduce. So leave it as it is, 49 out of 100. Now it says Irina takes 2 cards at random from the 10 cards, and this is without replacement. So this is without replacement. Now it says find the probability both cards shows the same shape. Now if I talk about square, 3 plus 1 is 4. If I talk about a triangle, that is 6. So it could be square, square, or it could be triangle, triangle. So denominator 10, denominator 9, denominator 10, denominator 9. Why? Because this is without replacement. For square, square, that is 4 and 3. For triangle, triangle, that is 6 and 5 because it is reducing. This is 12 over 90. This is 30 over 90. So this comes out to be 42 over 90. Since they are not asking us to reduce, no need of reducing it. Don't take any risk. Leave it as it is. Now question number 24. A is the point 311. B is the point minus 55. Equation of the line L is this. Show that line L is the perpendicular bisector. Let me write A 311. Let me write B minus 5 minus 5. Let me find the gradient of AB, which is 11 minus minus 5 divided by 3 minus minus 5. 11 minus minus 5 is 16. 3 minus minus 5 is 8. 16 over 8 is 2. Therefore, the equation of the perpendicular should be negative half. And also, the midpoint M of AB, that should be 3 plus negative 5 divided by 2. 11 plus negative 5 divided by 2. Minus 2 over 2, negative 1. 11 minus 5 is 6. 6 over 2 is 3. This is M. So now let's take M. Let's take this gradient and just find this line as simple as this. So therefore, y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to negative half x plus c. Now plug in the midpoint. 3 is y. And x is negative 1 plus c. So 3 is equals to half plus c. Therefore, c comes out to be 5 over 2. Therefore, the equation is y is equals to minus half x plus 5 over 2, which can be written as minus x plus 5 over 2, which can be written as 2y is equals to minus x plus 5. And they are taking x to the other side. So 2y plus x is equals to 5. We have proven this fact. I think that's the best thing to do. Show that line L is the perpendicular bisector. So we could have, instead of finding this, there is also this possibility. Plug the midpoint over here. It should satisfy this equation. Both sides will be equal. And the gradient is negative half, which can be shown over here. That's another thing, but I prefer to do the complete working and showing it as it is. So that is how this particular paper is completed.